Dalai Lama refused visa to South Africa. That has pissed off Desmond Tutu, because the Lama was supposed to come to his birthday party. The question, though, is whether this is indicative of South Africa's leaning more and more towards the Chinese, both economically, politically, in the United Nations. If you look at the latest point on Syria, South Africa's decision to abstain from the vote in the Security Council about action to be taken around the Syrian problem. So there is definitely, if one look at the Chinese situation, the alignment of South Africa more and more with the Chinese, it is an interesting point. It is fascinating that this has consequences in terms of the support from especially religious groups in South Africa for the ANC, where they feel Desmond Tutu now has paralleled the South African ANC government to the apartheid government in terms of its perceived abuses of human rights. Obviously, the ANC says no, they are all good people in terms of human rights. Unfortunately, the major human rights abuse in South Africa is corruption. And that has, like in many countries around the world, has created a mafia-style government. We have this now as a universal point emerging around the world. It'll be interesting to see as the corporations that is called government become more and more alienated from the people. What will happen? Unfortunately, what is already proven throughout the uprisings throughout the world, which has happened in town squares, none of that has gone anywhere except the Libyan one has removed a fairly successful government, probably one of the more successful ones in the world in terms of what it did for its people, has removed that and placed the resources squarely in the hands of the whites in the world. Fascinating. We're going to end up in a game of white, yellow, black and brown. What is going to happen? Because the Americans and the Pakistanis are squaring off. It's such fun to watch the world slowly but surely spiraling out of control as those that are leaders refuse to acknowledge what is best for all and act only in self-interest. The self-interest point is escalating. Religion has not ever actually brought a solution to the world. It's only alienated the world into more divisive ideologies where it allows the separation between man and man and destroy the message of Jesus of what it is to love thy neighbor, to make sure that each being in the world is supported effectively from birth to death. Not a difficult task if one remove the economic systems that exist now and you remove the religious systems that exist now and you bring in a system of life. Join us in the research and the establishment and the drive towards a system of life, that which will support and protect all life from birth to death. It is time